today's video, we will be ranking quarterbacks based off of the expectations they have in this upcoming NFL season. This is going to be a different kind of list because, well, you know, a great quarterback could be in a rough spot and their expectation could be very make or break for them. Either way, we'll get more into that in a minute. Before we get into this video, let me remind you, check out Dubby.gg. Use code SHREDDER for 10% off your order of any of their products online. Energy drinks, their shakers. I just got sent this really sick shaker right here. There's a dragon with the Dubby, and I've got a new flavor as well. It's the push and punch flavor. It tastes great. My wife doesn't like energy drinks at all and actually really likes this flavor. It's pretty good. They're a pretty great company. Check them out, Dubby.gg, or click the link in the description. And don't forget, subscribe, like the video. It helps my channel out a ton, and it doesn't cost you a single thing. Either way, let's get right into this video. Alright, so here's our tier list. We start out with the last straw. This guy is on his last leg, and if he don't prove it, he's gone. Then, show flashes semi-periodically. This is a special tier for young guys who, you know, you can't expect the world from them now. A capable NFL starter, we got to see something from those guys to put that. You all right with me, in quotes, right? Like, you know, that's kind of what the coach be saying. Like, you're in a good spot, stats are ring, you know, it's like you're great, but you need to be at the top of the game this year. And then blissful ignorance. This guy, they'll be kind of just redundant from this entire list. They don't have expectations. Anyways, getting into it. I want to say one more thing. We will be going live on next Tuesday, July 16th, for the first day of college football 25. Going live, doing a dynasty team. Let me know who you want to see in my dynasty video. We'll do that live, though, all day long. We'll be live forever. It'll be great. Have a great time. I'm excited for that game, incredibly. Anyways, let's get into it. Starting off, we'll go random here. I want to go with Jared Goff. He's a very, interesting topic right now, considering his last couple years of football. I think right now, you all right with me. That's all I think. I think he's in a good spot. You know, he could have a bad year, and the coach the team will probably just stick with him. They'll think, hey, we had a down year, but we'll just see it for a little bit longer, and he'll be fine. But I don't think he's any better. I don't think this guy, it's Jared Goff. As much as I like Jared Goff, he's not an MVP guy. He's not a Super Bowl, taking guy, he's not a dominant force like that. But, however, you can win a Super Bowl with this guy. Now, anyways, let's go to a young guy, Jordan Love. We need to see that he's a capable NFL starter. And have we seen that yet? I don't quite think so. Because last year we saw a half year of good football. Now, I like Jordan Love a lot. Don't get me wrong. I think he's going to be a really, really great quarterback. We just got to continue to see that more and more. And let's get a full season of him, please. Let's get a full season of great Jordan Love football before we decide to crown him as a top 5 quarterback in the league. Come on now. Baker Mayfield, that's an interesting one here. For him, I think he needs to, I don't know if he's as safe as Jared Goff. I don't know that he is. I think he just needs to be a capable starter. That's what he is in the league right now. He's a capable starter. Let's continue to see that. Let's not fall off. Maybe next year you can get up here. But right now, you're coming off your first year with this team. You got a good extension, but let's see it happen, man. We gotta get the consistency down. The consistency is a big problem for Baker Mayfield. Let's go to a rookie, J.J. McCarthy. For him, show flashes semi-periodically. That's as much as you can want from him. He's not gonna play probably the whole year. He's probably not gonna start the first half of the season, and that's okay. He probably shouldn't. We just gotta make sure that this kid's ready to go whenever he is ready to go, and see something from him when he starts playing. We'll go with Aaron Rodgers. Right now, honestly, I think he's all right with me. I don't think there's anywhere else he should be. The pressure's off of him for the most part. The pressure's more on the Jets than it is him, in my opinion. Aaron Rodgers is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and he's going to go down just as such. He's also, unpopular opinion here, for no reason, been one of the better quarterbacks in recent years in terms of playing. Last year, redact that. But he was hurt for 1 year. Let's not act like he's been gone for 3 years and now he's going to be terrible. He was great before he left. He'll be fine. It's Aaron Rodgers. I really think he will. I don't think he moves the needle either way, negatively or positively. Let's go to Will Levis. We need to start seeing that you're a capable starter. You're in year 2. We saw some good things from Will Levis. I like what we saw, but we need to see that he is a very capable player. Or if he's not a capable player by the end of this year, they may have to move out of him. They may have to move off Will Levis. Drake May. I think, though he's in the same seat as J.J. McCarthy, does he belong here? This is a good question. He's a lot more talented than McCarthy is. However, the team's a lot worse around him than McCarthy's. Part of me wants to put him in a capable starter because Drake May is a very, very talented player. However, I just don't know if that's realistic, and I don't know how much he'll play behind Jacoby Brissett. So, and I think that's okay. Sit a quarterback, I don't think it's the biggest deal in the world. I don't know. We'll see. Bo Nix, another rookie. We're going to start off here. He needs to be a capable starter from day one. He just has to be. He's 25 years old as a rookie, whatever it is. He played the most college football games ever out of any starter. That's a problem, honestly, when you're getting to this level. I think Bo Nix could be fine, especially in Sean Payton's system. He should be fine. This guy has no excuse to not be passable, on offense. I mean, that's a convenient word to use, but he should be decent. He's a very solid player, a very solid throw of the football. He makes good decisions. He makes good reads before the play. He looks fine. We just got to see it from him. And let's go with a little interesting one here. Dak Prescott. He's going to be one of the most interesting guys here. I think he's on his last straw. I was convinced that maybe Dak is decent last year. Get to week 18, and I was like, man, Dak proved me wrong. I'll take that up. And then we saw one playoff game of him, and, everything I have been wrong about before was all, it was all corrected. I've been right. Dak Prescott is a problem. If you don't have a good running game, he's not winning you anything. If you don't have a good defense, he's not winning you anything. He is a glorified game manager, and if he doesn't figure it out this year, he's gone. Like, there's no reason that he will get any substantial contract. And I think it's a good thing that the Cowboys haven't paid him, because why would you pay a guy who clearly can't get the job done over and over and over again, no matter what you put around him? It's ridiculous. Moving on, we'll go to Kyler Murray. He's an interesting one. I think he's all right. He's a little bit above the capable line for sure. We just have to see Kyler be more consistent, but to a health standpoint, really. He's been good, but the problem is the team around him stinks. I mean, let's be real. Michael Wilson, I'm a fan of, but he's not an amazing player. Marvin Harrison Jr., he's a rookie. Can't expect the world from him. Trey McBride looks really good. That's about the end of the talent on the Arizona Cardinals. We got to see more. Caleb Williams, another rookie. For him, to me, I think we got to see him be a capable starter from pretty early on. Yeah, he's going to make some rookie mistakes. He's going to have a game or two that looks really, really bad. Trust me, it's going to happen. But is one game going to sway my opinion on him? No. I think he could be one of the greatest quarterback prospects ever, and he could prove that to be by having one of the greatest rookie years ever. I think he's got the things around him to do it. He looks like a solid player. He's got the head on his shoulders right, I think. We got to see it from him. And with all that being said, that puts pressure on him. It just does. Daniel Jones, last straw. Do I need to say anything else? No. Brock Purdy. For him, I really think he's in like the good side of the bad, right? This is up here. This right here is the good side of the bad. We need some stats. We need a ring, bud. We need to see some stats that put you ahead of everybody else. We don't need to see stuff where you're throwing to the most open receivers in the league. You're throwing to, these guys who get the most yards after catch in the league that pad your stats. We need to see you do some more things, man. And the stats, the word stats is a bit subjective here. We need to see Brock Purdy be more than just a game manager. It's time to see that. He needs to take a step. It's year 3 now. And that, if not that, we need to at least get a ring out of him. He's been good. He's been top 15. Probably closer to 15. And that's okay. What people don't realize is that's the 15th best quarterback in the world. That's incredible. That's amazing. That's a great ranking to be in. He's not a top 10 guy. He just isn't. He doesn't have the personal ability to take over like that. We haven't seen that from him. We're yet to see that from him. I'm ready to see it from him. I think he could do it. We just got to see it, right? We'll go with Patrick Mahomes. He's in blissful ignorance of this entire list. There's no expectation on that man. Not one bit. Deshaun Watson. For him, you could put him in last straw, but honestly, I just think we need to see that he's a capable NFL starter. Because I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt on the football side of things here. For the first year, right? He didn't have, any practice with the team. I'm not going to act like he should be great when he didn't practice with the team at all before he got unsuspended, right? Forget the suspension part, like about what it's for. Just as a football player, he didn't have any practice. What's he supposed to do? It's a hard thing to deal with. Year 2, he got hurt. He was playing with a torn, I think it was like a rotator cuff or something all year. Okay, you probably should have done better, but I'll give you that. And then this past year, that we need to see him stay healthy and be a starter. That's all we need to see. Now, if he goes downhill really fast this year, we're going to drop him in here. But we've seen this guy be the statistically best quarterback in the league before. We just got to see it happen again. Aiden O'Connell, got to be capable. But this is for him is very different than the rest of these guys, outside of maybe like Will Levis. we got to see that you can do something and do something well, because so far we've seen that you can do a little something and not a lot of something and not do it very well, but you're doing it to a point that's passable, right? We just got to see more from him. He's a, not the most talented guy, but he had a decent-ish sort of kind of season last year. I'll give him that much. Just prove it. Prove yourself this year. Going on to Anthony Richardson. I mean, really for him, we didn't even get to see him play last year. I still think he's, should he be here? Maybe, but I think we're going to leave him here. He played like 2.5 games. Just show that you can be a player in the NFL and not be hurt. That's all we're looking for. Michael Penix, I actually don't know if he belongs on this list at all, because I don't think he plays a game this year. I don't think he plays at all, and I think he probably should play a game this year. You know what? I think for him, if he does play, that's kind of where I'm coming at from this. If he does play, he needs to be a capable starter. He's very much in that Bo Nix situation where you played too much college football to not come into the league and be ready to do something. Yeah. Does he have the best stuff down in, Atlanta? Not really. Is it better than some teams? Sure. But if you're going to be the 8th overall pick, man, we got to see something from you. I don't think you should have been the 8th overall pick at all, but we'll see. We'll see. Derek Carr, he is a very odd float here. I'm going to put him on last straw, and I mean that less than these two, I will say. I think he's okay. But, first year with a new team didn't go well. We just need to see it go well. He's a capable starter. He's just not an incredible starter. I'll move him up to here. He's capable. It's just not incredible. And I'm a Derek Carr fan. I think he's a good player, a good dude. But we didn't see a lot well from him last year. And I'd like to stay on his side, but with what he gave us last year, I can't. Next, we'll go to Tua. I think Tua, he's a very odd one here. I think he needs stats mainly just to prove something. He needs to, this tier is like, hey, you're an established guy, but you got to prove it now. You got to really prove that you deserve to keep going. That's kind of what it is. But you're definitely good. You're going to get a starting job. If it's not here, it's going to be somewhere. But you got to prove it. And maybe not that the fact that they're going to, don't take that too far and think that they're going to leave their teams. But anywho, just, Tua's had some statistically good years, but he's limited. His arm's a noodle. That's a fact. He just doesn't have all the physical abilities to work with. We got to see more from him on that front. We got to see more from him on a winning front, beating teams when it matters, playing good in, when you're a little chilly. That's a problem. Another rookie, Jaden Daniels here. What do we want from him? I think he just needs to show flashes. He's a very raw player. I don't know that he should have been the number 2 guy. I think Drake May was better than him. I do. Caleb Williams 1, Drake May 1B. I think Caleb Williams and Drake May should have been the real 1-2 of this draft class. But hey, teach their own. Jaden Daniels, he's talented, 100%, but he's raw. And if he keeps taking hits like he's going to take in the NFL like he took in college, he's going to get in a lot of trouble for himself. We'll see what that gives him, but yeah, we got to see something from there. Bryce Young, honestly, he just needs to show flashes. I'm not even going to blame him for last year. Honestly, that roster was so bad. What do you expect him to do? I don't know. They traded away DJ Moore. His best dude was Laviska Shenault, dude. Come on. I don't even know if he was even there. I don't even know. Who was there? Adam Thielen? Congratulations, right? Jalen Hurts, to me, I think for him personally, I think he fits in this tier. I really do. Blissful ignorance. Does he have the same proven track record that Mahomes does? No. But I don't think the pressure's on him like that because he's played well. He does very well with what he does, and that's a fact. But his head coach has got some fire on him for this or that reason. That's maybe fair, maybe not. I don't know. I don't really feel like he should match up with Mahomes, but he belongs in another sub-level of blissful ignorance. I don't really think, I guess that would be this. He's all right. I think he's better than all these guys right here, probably, maybe outside of Rodgers, but yeah, we'll take that. Matthew Stafford, dude's fine. He's chilling. He is in blissful ignorance because of his career. He's seasoned veteran, got that good, just everything's good about him. There's no problem. I don't know what else to say. He's in blissful ignorance. There's nothing this man has to worry about. If he wants to leave, he leaves. If he wants to stay, he stays. End of story. Geno Smith, I think he might kind of be on last straw for a different reason than the other guys. He's not been that bad, but he definitely declined last year. I wouldn't be shocked to see him decline again this year. I wouldn't be shocked to see Mike McDonald, the new head coach of the Seahawks, go a different route, especially with Sam Howell being there, being younger, if Geno does any kind of wrong. You know, Geno, he's in this situation because his floor was set a long time ago when he was, leaving New York, leaving the Jets. That was where his floor was set a long time ago. The fact that he's made it this far and now gotten to be a legitimate starter, that's a rare scenario. So his floor is pretty low. So I think in a way, if he does bad, they're not going to have any problem with just moving off of him. Kirk Cousins, he's fine. I mean, I'm going to say he needs to show he's capable just because of his injury at his age, right? He needs to show that he is a capable NFL starter after his Achilles tear. That's what it is. Especially a guy like him who's not nearly as athletic, not the most talented. He's a hardworking, great guy. I think he'll be fine. Lamar Jackson, to me, he needs stats or a ring. He didn't deserve MVP last year. I don't care about the MVP because apparently it's worthless. If they're going to give it to him last year, it's worthless. It doesn't mean a single thing. And Ravens fans, stay mad because, he won the MVP and nobody, he's got 2 of them. Well, he probably didn't deserve either of them. Anyways, Lamar, he's a great football player. He is not a good quarterback. He gets bailed out by his defense, bailed out by everything else other than him in the playoffs. Terrible playoff performer. For him, he's going to actually have to prove it. Put up real good numbers or get a ring. That's the only way you're doing it. Like, real good numbers. Not just, hey, I can run for 1,000 yards and throw for 3,000, because that's not going to cut it anymore, man. Josh Allen, for himself, he's in blissful ignorance. He's the second best quarterback in the league, and I don't think it's a debate. I don't think it's close. There is no more feared player than Josh Allen. There shouldn't be. He is the best dual threat in the league. Lamar Jackson might be a better runner. Josh Allen's a different type of runner. He's scary. You can't bring him down. Lamar Jackson, there's things you can do. The Pittsburgh Steelers do it every single time. No, Josh Allen, you don't bring him down. He's going to throw over your head 1,000,000 times. Pick your poison, you're still going to lose. That's basically what it is with him. The Bills are going to be under a lot of fire. I don't think Josh Allen should be under one bit of it. He should have won some of those MVPs. He should have won last year's, maybe, if Christian McCaffrey didn't. But both of them deserved it over Lamar. I'll say that much. Justin Herbert, he's all right. The sins of the team cannot fall on Justin Herbert. They can't. Brandon Staley's an idiot. I'll say that much. Gardner Minshew, show that you're capable, man. I mean, we've seen that you're generally capable. We just got to see that you're fully capable of being a real starter. Not too sure about that. Trevor Lawrence, he's kind of... There is a tier he doesn't belong in. He needs stats or a ring. He needs stats or a ring. That's what he needs. And now, I will say, his receivers have done him no help. His receivers have sucked. And the Jaguars pay all these guys who aren't worth it all this money and continue to suck. For what reason? Oh, it's because they keep paying these guys that don't deserve the money. Trevor Lawrence needs help. Real help. Not Gabe Davis and Christian Kirk and Calvin Ridley. Those guys are wide receiver 2s. Give them some real help. Brian Thomas could be something. We just got to see. Justin Fields, last straw. End of story. Terrible last year, terrible the year before, terrible the year before. We're going on 4 seasons of this now. And he's going to be the backup to Russell Wilson, who we'll talk about in a moment. But, I don't know. He's not even going to, RB3. He's behind Najee and Warren. What's he going to do? I don't know. He's probably going to trend his way to being a career backup. That's what it is, and probably deserved. Joe Burrow, we got to see it more from you, bud. And for him, it's stats or health or a ring. Because, the stats are generally there when he's healthy. The health, not really ever there. He's got to prove that he can stay healthy for a full season. And if not, be ready when it matters and make a real postseason push. CJ Stroud, here's the thing. People say he's a top 5 quarterback. He's not. Did he have a top 5 year? Maybe. Last year? Maybe. But he's not a top 5 quarterback. He's not even a top 10. I don't think you can be after one season. We've seen guys have great rookie years and fall off a cliff after that. It's not fair to CJ Stroud to say that. So if you guys want to say, all you fans out there who think it's crazy to not say he's top 10, y'all are instantly putting him here or here. That's not true for CJ Stroud. He's played 1 year in the NFL. Right now, he's all right. There's no problem. But is he amazing? No. He's all right. He's not. If he has a bad year, okay, let's give him year 3. Let's go there. If he has a good year, all right, next year you might go up to here because you got to really start to prove it if you don't this year. But hey, he's fine. But if you think he's top 10, you're instantly putting him up here above all these guys. And that's just not fair to CJ Stroud. And Russell Wilson, to me, he's interesting because I don't think the Broncos' tenure was all his problem. I think there was outside issues that really affected him. I'm not trying to give him excuses. I don't blame him for what happened in Denver, especially in the first year. Second year, he could have been better. But is he bad? No. Is he an NFL starter? Absolutely. Is he the best starter in the NFL? No. But does he have to be? No. he needs to show that he's fully capable. He needs to show that he can continue to do it, and he'll get more of a contract next time around. But this time, he's going to stick with what he's got, and he's going to be happy with it because guess what? That's pretty much just it. Either way, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you think about these rankings by expectation in the comments below. What expectations do you think are on some quarterbacks, fair or unfair? Let me know down in the comments, and I will see y'all in the next video.